That boy is Benny Hanna.
We some players, in the trap ain't playing. Going up amazing, take the loot we staining. Or saving frill, feel something unreal. Lifestyle real deal, gotta stay still, won't get the shield. We some players, in the trap ain't playing. Going up amazing, take the loot we staining. Or saving frill, feel something unreal. Lifestyle real deal, gotta stay still, won't get the shield.
Had to get my money up and leave them all behind. She said you don't love me, boy, you only love your grind. If you keep on digging, don't be scared of what you find. Life wasn't always this good cause it took some time. If I keep on grinding this way, I'll see trillions. Got some little niggas with me, they my minions. You can call me Holy Phil cause I'm the real deal. Listen to the music, then you'll find out how I feel. I was sitting in the bando bagging up the cane. Looking at my life, I can't believe the flipping change. The prophet told me life ain't never gonna be the same. But there ain't nothing in the world that's gonna ease my pain.
We some players, in the trap ain't playing. Going up amazing, On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. She shake and touch her toes, made my mind blow. Got a pound of oh, magic, magic, how it goes. Flipping with the brodies, my nigga sipping codeine. What she want is not free, cost me time and some money. Told her that I'm 7, she's attracted. She's a bad bitch, she not the only one. Mind games, what she plays for a prize. How I get in dynamite, D&D when we take flight. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. To my darling, mon bon bon. Diamonds what you want, I'll get some. Ain't no wasting time if it's me who you like. Loving you a hobby, if you leave then I won't mind. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. She shake and touch her toes, made my mind blow. Got a pound of oh, magic, magic, how it goes. Flipping with the brodies, my nigga sipping codeine. What she want is not free, cost me time and some money. Told her that I'm 7, she's attracted. She's a bad bitch, she not the only one. Mind games, what she plays for a prize. How I get in dynamite, D&D when we take flight. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. To my darling, mon bon bon. Diamonds what you want, I'll get some. Ain't no wasting time if it's me who you like. Loving you a hobby, if you leave then I won't mind. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. She shaking, touch her toes, made my mind blow. Got a pound of oh, magic, magic, how it goes. Flipping with the brodies, my nigga sipping codeine. What she want is not free, cost me time and some money. Told her that I'm 7, she's attracted. She's a bad bitch, she not the only one. Mind games, what she plays for a prize. How I get in dynamite, D&D when we take flight. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. To my darling, mon bong bong. Diamonds what you want, I'll get some. Ain't no waste. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. She shaking, touch her toes, made my mind blow. Got a pound of oh, magic, magic, how it goes. Flipping with the brodies, my nigga sipping codeine. What she want is not free, cost me time and some money. Told her that I'm 7, she's attracted. She's a bad bitch, she not the only one. Mind games, what she plays for a prize. How I get in dynamite, D&D when we take flight. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. To my darling, mon bong bong. Diamonds what you want, I'll get some. Ain't no wasting time if it's me who you like. Loving you a hobby, if you leave then I won't mind. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Oh my god, the mic was off. This whole time the mic was off. I'm sorry, that's my fault. Yes. Oh my god. You see, I'm tired. I'm too tired. Oh my days. Anyways, I need to record this for myself, by the way. Can you hear me now? You should be able to hear me now. My voice should be super, super loud. Well, not super loud, I hope. Yes! Jeez! What is going on? now, now that you can hear me, I can answer your questions again. So what are you doing? Pretty much just looking at the markets right now. Well, looking at the markets that I like to trade right now, seeing what I could have done better. But personally, yeah,
Recording in progress.
the range is very small, so the area is small, so I don't really have to be concerned that much. Yeah, it's, I don't know, it took me like 6 months of pure focus to get this. 6 months? Nah, maybe like a year. Yeah, I would say a year. It took me like a year to get used to everything that I'm doing now. And yeah, confused. So am I, because I feel like I'm getting hit with like FOMO. It's not FOMO though. It's not FOMO. So anyways, are we recording? Yeah, we're recording. Okay, cool. So so now should expect the price to well, we'll see how the 4 hour closes. But yeah, the range is too small, so I'm not too fussed about this. But yeah, it would have been nice to catch the 20 pip move, but pardon me, next time. GJ. I just realized the phone. So this is where I should have seen like, oh yeah, okay. This was London session. My usual area. And then ideally for me, I'm looking at this, at least the top of the range, but yeah, it was seeing this, I would have grasped the idea like, yeah, okay, we failed. But yeah, anyways, so okay, let me turn on the camera now. I'm here, guys. Alright. Oh my Wednesday 7 o'clock, Wednesday 1 o'clock, midnight. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater. BB, your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. On the way to greatness. Yeah, so we got this bearish structure. I think it was kind of like here, but we wouldn't have foot sales, like trying to look for buys. So yeah, anyways, this happened, and then the same thing again. Over here we have yes. And then now the only thing is that we close back up here, and then we tested here. I think with GJ we can definitely see potential to come down further, but it's just a question of when. Today's like the last day. It's technically the last day of the week because you got Independence Day on Friday. So yeah. And then Nasdaq. Work is okay. It could be better, but it's fine. I'm just I'm gonna say I'm tired. I am tired. I don't know if you saw, I fell asleep on the stream. Oh my days, it was dark. It was dark. It was dark. But yeah, I'm just tired. When? Last night. Last night was evil. It's 30 minutes time frame, 1 hour time frame. Yeah, literally it was peak. I was supposed to turn off the live stream like after 7:30, but I was being silly. I was being very silly. Yeah, let's see. So, no, 100%, no way. So this happened. This. So now with this, there should be a continuation to push up. Yeah, maybe 591. But I think it should continue to. I think it should continue to push up. So look at this. This was definitely the sign, the green light to say, okay, let's buy. Especially it's the 30 minute. Yeah. What time was that? That was at 2 o'clock. Bearing in mind that, pardon me, at 10 o'clock. Okay. Alright, let's see what we can, let's see how active we can get now. So Nasdaq, I would like to potentially get some buys from here. Did you have work today? No, I did not have work today. I was off, but I was bloody working. I went and got my hair done. I went and got my nails done. Then yeah, went to the gym. Ate like 15 eggs. My arms are aching as well. Damn. Anyways, let's see where we get our potential for buys. I feel like this area didn't get broken. This one did though. Maybe if we can approach 560, that'll be a nice area. Even 500. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say 527. Oof, I'll put it at one time. Alright. So yeah, back to this. We got 30 minutes. So in the meantime, with the 30 minutes, I will still sharing.
Recording stopped.
Recording stopped. Yeah, so I didn't have work today. Literally, I was at home, not chilling. Never chilling. I didn't even sleep enough, man. I want to sleep. I'm definitely gonna sleep. I just need to make sure that I pattern the food situation. So I'm gonna upload like some TikTok and YouTube short, and then I'll go to sleep. Any calories for 15, 375 runs, close. Butter. Watch it say something crazy. You see what I'm saying? Fucking hell. I overate today. Oh my god, it's dark. I overate today. I can't go to sleep, not yet, not yet, not yet, darling. Not yet. Oh, 1957.5, right? That is disgusting, no way. Oh my god. Guys, what the hell? Oh my god. That is not good. That is not good. What the hell? Wow. Fuck my life. Yeah, I'm swearing proudly now. Oh my god.
On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater. Rainwater. Baby, hold your daughter, cause it's magic what we do.
That is bullshit, bro.
I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart.
That is bullshit.
Sipping on some rainwater. Rainwater. Baby, hold your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to share the screen. I'm sorry. One second. Telegram, TikTok, trading clubs. June. No way. I don't have July. Not yet. July. Make a new photo. Second. Look guys, today I had 2,957.5 calories. Oh my god. I need to slap myself in the face. What a fucking joke. Oh my god. I'm so annoyed with myself, like. Minutes. I started at 12:15. Okay. 12:15 a.m. And then I finished at 1:15. So technically like 1 hour. Yeah. Okay, makes sense. And then we done chest and triceps. Yes, we did. Pull-ups. You know what I want to play? I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but oh yeah, that's my YouTube. If you ain't checked it out, check it out. Jeez, I think we're live on here as well. I mean, I say I think, but we are. Let's see. Anyways, Andrew Tate and Boney Blue Part 2, no way. What did I want to listen to? I wanted to listen to this.
There is an estimated £32 billion to be repaid as part of the missold car finance scandal.
One, AUMF, which is still being used today to justify strikes in countries like Somalia and Syria, and
I'll start this from the beginning.
Unlock the power of online trading in the global financial markets with low fees and fast execution speeds.
Yeah. Heard it all, geez. Heard it all.
today on Dangerous Conversations, war might be winding down in the Middle East for now, but a new conflict is brewing right here at home that could prove to be just as explosive. Before the dust had even settled over the ruins of Iran's nuclear enrichment facilities, Donald Trump already had a new target on his sights. Only this time, he's going scorched earth on one of the only few conservatives branch. Maybe the right needs to figure out what the they're doing.
They don't know what the they're doing. You understand that?
Meanwhile, over in the UK, a war of a different kind has been raging for years, with hordes of criminal invaders preying on young children in the worst imaginable way. The British government has turned a blind eye to the grooming gang crisis and punished anyone who shed light on the issue.
Fuck the
But
grooming
after all
gangs
this time, government officials
and their
have
hoes.
finally acknowledged what their citizens knew from the beginning. And to that, I say, well, too damn little, too damn late. Couple that with the UK's new legislative
Yeah, look at
amendments
this.
to mainstream
8 eggs bullshit.
government-sponsored euthanasia
375
and
milligrams of
legalize abortion
mincemeat.
up until the point of birth, and it becomes
It's
very
dark.
clear that
Oh
this
my
country
god.
has
3,000
declared
calories. Look.
war on human
That's supposed to be a calorie
life. Under the
surplus.
United States learning
Oof.
the mistakes of our friends across the pond before it's too
Hopefully I
late,
wake up with a bigger
or
chest
are we
tomorrow
doomed to be just as cooked as
and
the
bigger
UK?
abs. You know,
Well,
I need
given
that.
that New York just came out in
need the
support
8-pack.
of foreign-born Muslim socialists, I'd say it could probably be too late for us too. I'm Amy Dangerfield. Let's get dangerous.
Let's get dangerous, baby.
If you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that I've defended Donald Trump through a lot. Despite the media hit jobs, the bogus impeachments,
Okay, so
even
this
the
journal
attempts
I've
on
gone
his
through
life,
already.
millions of people, myself included, embraced Trump's message and supported his agenda, sometimes at great personal cost. So, why exactly did we all do that? Were we brainwashed into the Trumpian cult of personality that makes us worship the ground he walks on? Are we all racist, homophobic bigots who just love meat tweets and can't stand immigrants? Well, maybe for some people that's a part of it, but the overwhelming majority of Trump supporters put on that red MAGA hat because we agree with what he stands for: a nationalist, common sense, America first approach to politics. In 2016, that was something no other politician had ever offered.
We will be respected outside of this country. We are not respected now.
When Trump started his first term, it was a sign of something new in our government. He promised that he was going to drain the swamp and, stick it to the entrenched deep state bureaucrats. But more importantly, he promised to kickstart a movement and create something that was really much bigger than himself that would last long.
Alright, let me start uploading these
Now, of course, there was
TikToks.
that little hiccup in 2020. If you guys are not aware of what I'm talking about, check out the last podcast episode. But 2024 was meant to get the MAGA movement back on track. And by my count, Donald Trump has about 3 years and 6 months until the end of his term. And while that may seem like a long time, we know from experience that time will evaporate much, much faster than you may think. So, unless he really is the authoritarian tyrant the Democrats have always accused him of being, Donald Trump will leave the White House for the last time on January 20th, 2029. And whether his replacement is Republican or Democrat, the America First movement needs leaders who share that vision. People who put this country first. People who aren't sold out to the agendas of any other nation or special interest. And I would argue that Congressman Thomas Massey is one of those leaders. Now in his 7th term in the House of Representatives, Massey arguably has been one of the most consistent, principled, conservative, freedom-loving members of the U.S. government. So why has Donald Trump, a president who ostensibly shares the same values, spent the better part of 5 years trying to destroy Massey's political career? Well, we can go ahead and pull up this article and talk about what's happening most recently.
Just to let you know, Massey is a congressman who represents the Republicans. He represents the Republicans, and he's the one that exposes. He pretty much exposes like all of the wrong stuff that the government does. There's like this omnibus bill that they do, where the omnibus means there's like multiple bills or multiple like laws that they want to put in one bill, and they call it omnibus. I hope I'm explaining it correctly. And yeah, he pretty much it's like he says like it's a good thing and a bad thing, and then he talks about how the government, because they don't have any any money to spend, they pretty much take money out of like trust funds and put it into trust funds from like, you know, postmen, workers and stuff, and use it to fund the wars, to fund, I mean, whatever the government they feel like, right? So look, omnibus. An omnibus bill is a single legislative document that combines several unrelated or diverse topics into one package. That's how sneaky the governments are. I say governments, but government is. I'm talking as if I'm from the US, but yeah, it's wild. It's wild. That's how they manage to get away with certain stuff. Oh look, oh wait, guys, gold is pushing. Look. But you see, when it's pushing like this, it becomes a bit technical, my G. Would I be a good guy if I said let's buy? I mean, this area technically failed for sales, so yeah, okay, we're gonna put buys. We're gonna get ready to put buys as soon as the 4 hour closes. We'll see. I need to go to the toilet. Okay, guys, 1 second. Let me go to the toilet. And then we'll let the YouTube continue playing. Alright, your boy is back. We back, baby. Alright, bet. Let's play.
Where we can see that Trump is trying to primary Massey and actually launch a MAGA PAC in an effort to oust him from Congress.
I've always wondered, why do some people make their money work for them while others live paycheck to paycheck their whole lives?
Oh, guys, let me quickly give you a warning, yeah? So you're gonna see links like this with like influencers like this guy Alex G, yeah. There was another one with Bernard, and I was telling Lorenzo, oh yeah, this is a scam. So be careful, cause they're trying to scam. They're trying to. There's scammers out there. That's not. I mean, that's not his. That's not Alex's, and the one that's of Bernard, that's not Bernard. They will just send you to some dodgy website, and yeah, whatever you think they're trying to do is fake. It's lies.
I'm successful.
This all started back in 2020. During the height of the COVID pandemic, when most Republicans were in support of lockdowns and multi-trillion-dollar stimulus packages, Massey was really the only one who stood up and asked whether it was wise to pass all of these budget-breaking measures with zero accountability. And, of course, Trump didn't like that. At the time, he called him a grandstander. He accused him of empowering the we get the picture, and all of this is because this guy wanted members of Congress to actually be present when they voted on a $2 trillion stimulus package. But then, in 2022, when Massey was up for re-election, Trump actually gave him his complete and total endorsement, even calling him a conservative warrior and a first-rate defender of the Constitution. But then, again, 2024, things took a turn when Massey endorsed Florida Governor Ron DeSantis for president instead of Trump. Now, DeSantis hadn't even officially entered the race yet, and that clearly rubbed Trump the wrong way. Well, Massey eventually endorsed Trump after DeSantis dropped out. The two have since remained at odds. Ever since Trump returned to the White House, Massey has opposed many of his more budget-heavy agenda items, and Trump has repeatedly called for him to be driven out of Congress. And that leads us to Massey's objections to Trump's big, beautiful bill, which in White House messaging is actually described as the most comprehensive and consequential set of conservative reforms in our nation's history. But in May, Massey was only one of two Republicans to vote against the Big Beautiful Bill Act on the grounds that it would add $20 trillion to the deficit over the next 10 years, while accomplishing really very little during Trump's current term. These benefits would kick in after he leaves office. And there's some terrible stuff in that bill. You know, I broke that down with Tom Ellsworth, the Biz Doc, a little over a month ago. You guys can go back and check that out. But even though the Big Beautiful Bill still passed the House, it's now sitting in the Senate awaiting final approval. Massey's objections got under the president's skin, and Trump has been on a warpath ever since. But last week, that warpath made a brief detour to the Middle East, where Trump and Massey once again found themselves at odds. Massey has been very vocal about keeping America out of foreign wars. He's not willing to write blank checks, not for Ukraine, not for Israel, not for anyone. He has been one of the very few Republicans asking the uncomfortable questions. How much are we spending? What's the exit plan? What are the consequences of this? So when Trump announced that the US military had carried out strikes on Iranian nuclear facilities in support of Israel's ongoing campaign against the Ayatollah's regime, Massey called out the entire operation as unconstitutional. As he sees it, while the president has the power of the military, only Congress can declare war. And, you know, from that perspective, given that Congress hasn't declared war since 1942, every military action since could be called into question. But most recently, Massey co-sponsored a bipartisan war powers resolution with Democrat Ro Khanna, demanding that Congress, not the president alone, should decide if we go to war. So let's be clear, Massey didn't say America should abandon Israel. He said America shouldn't rush into a regional war without a vote, a plan, or a national debate. But that transgressed the party orthodoxy, and worse, it looked bad for Trump. In a True Social post responding to Massey's objections, Trump denounced him as not MAGA, a negative force within the movement, a simple-minded grandstander, and a pathetic loser. He said MAGA should drop Massey like the plague. He insinuated Massey is complicit in Iran's acts of international terrorism, and he even called him Rand Paul Jr. Although, given Senator Paul's own track record since COVID, that might be a little bit more of a compliment than Trump may think. More importantly, Trump announced that he would be out in Kentucky campaigning really hard to oust Massey during the midterm elections. Now, according to reports, Trump has even launched a PAC to back Massey's Republican challenger next year. Now look, I get it. Trump is a fighter. He hits hard. He doesn't hold back when somebody crosses him. And honestly, he's always quick to reconcile when someone falls in line with him. But this isn't some squish we're talking about, guys. This is Thomas Massey. This is a guy who literally lives off the grid, designed and built his own house that he powers with homemade solar panels, homeschooled all of his kids because he's that skeptical of government control. This is a man who notably turns down lobbyist money, rejects leadership perks, and still drives himself to the Capitol. This is not a man doing politics for status, for money, for attention. Obviously, he's not perfect, but he's got a track record of being more right than wrong. He has no scandals to his name, and contrary to Trump's accusations, he's really not that much of a grandstander. powers with no reforms, and those are all bad things. We discussed as much on the last show. Maybe you could argue that these downsides are worth it because of the benefits the bill will bring, but you can't say Massey doesn't make a valid point. Here he is, in fact, in his own...
I'm just sorting out the video. Republican Congressman Massey's. Oh my God. Republican Congressman Massey's take. No, the Federal Reserve cut rates. Select all, copy. Come on, mate. London, United Kingdom. Oh, this does not look good. Oh shit. Damn. Damn. Oh, yeah, I need to upload this video as well. Alright, bet. One sec, I need to go on YouTube. can use it.